Hello, today we're going to be discussing about North Superior Workforce Planning Board for our Capestone project. And I'm joined by Abhishek Bolar, Anshul Panchal, and Vaishnav Sai. So we're going to have a brief introduction about the company. So North Superior Workforce deals with 26 local board throughout Ontario and mandates in providing training to colleges and universities to access, identify, and to prioritize their skills and knowledge. They use various labor market tools to do so, which are job boards, job maps, career explorers, and sector maps. The company has a vision for what they are doing, and one of their vision is like our human resource pool will be strategically aligned, competitively positioned, and progressively developed to meet future social and economical demands. So that's what they're focusing on. And their mission is to connect communities, partners to improve the quality of life. Now, moving on to our basic of our Capestone project. So we are working closely with, like, we are focusing on indigenous job seekers. And the company has a subsidiary, I, which focuses on this particular segment. So what they do is they recognize the market segment of employers to which can help provide job seekers an opportunity, and they also train them in required skills that they're looking for. Now I'm going to give a brief about what the whole presentation is going to be about. So the outline of the project is firstly market and customer analysis. We will be doing a market and customer research where we can understand how to capture the market and analyze it. And we will be introducing various plans to implement it. So the key players and stakeholders of the company are the participants, the program partners, and the community. Competitive analysis will be based on the two competitors that we were able to locate in Thunder Bay. And depending on it, we will be doing our analysis ahead. SWOT analysis will help us understand where the company is strong or where it lacks. The objectives of the companies are defined. The market plan will again help us target our product, price it, and plan and promote it in a specific manner. The financial plan is also set aside to know how much it's going to cost for the whole business plan going ahead. And of course, every plan has a limitation, so we'll discuss that too ahead.
Hi, I'll be talking about the target market. So the main target market for the BUY program are the employers. So now as a team, we had to do some market analysis to understand more about our target market. So we thought the best way to extract information would be through survey and data-driven research. So moving on to the next slide. So as I said, like through survey research, we would be asking certain questions to potential individuals. As we all know, nothing comes for free. So we thought of using a principle of reciprocity where we offer something for free. In this case, a free one-on-one consultation will be given to 5 lucky individuals, and in return, we get maximum responses. The whole point of these questions is to get specific information that can help a marketing initiative. Our goal is to find out whether we are solving problem people actually have and what our target market do and do not like about their current solutions. This enables us to convey our offer in the right way. Moving on to the next slide, I'll be talking about data-driven research. So LinkedIn ads has a feature called forecasted results where we are able to identify the target market size based on the data points collected by LinkedIn for Thunder Bay region. After playing around with their campaign editor, we were able to get this information. So as you can see in the visual, according to the data shown by LinkedIn ads, a website traffic ad can reach out to approximately around 4,700 to 20,000 prospects a month with a budget of around $620 to 900. The estimated click-through rate is around 0.0884% up to 0.13%, but it mainly depends on the ad creative. Moving on to the next slide. So yeah, here for more data-driven research, we wanted to do some Facebook audience analysis. Though it is not perfectly suitable for the niche the organization is into, the data points collected by Facebook Ad Manager is pretty good. We set up a $50 daily budget with the target audience being human resources. So this is what we were able to notice. You can get some data interpretation from the results on the right side. Moving on to the next slide. Yeah, so factors affecting market research. So firstly, it would be better to start this section with the ongoing pandemic. The government regulations have affected business in Thunder Bay as most people prefer to stay at home instead of getting infected. While many go out only to purchase items that are essential for their day-to-day life, others work from home and avoid non-essential activities. The indigenous seekers, when it comes to this segment of the target market, they have a few barriers that the organization should consider. The most common barrier faced by indigenous people regarding employment are literacy rate, cultural difference and racism, market size, and yeah, so these are the factors which are affecting the mar- target market. So yeah, the organization has to work on it. So moving on to the next slide, analysis. This will be explained by my teammate.
Hello everyone, my name is Anshul and I will talk about customer analysis for our topic. And okay, so customer analysis is done by any business, whether big, medium, or small, in order to gain information about what customers can be targeted for the business, and how and a proper plan has to be a well defined plan has to be written, so in order to target these customers. So who are our target customers for North Superior Workforce Planning Board? How will they know about our planning board? And how can social media help in this process? So we have four demographic features, that is age, location, income, and level of education, that can decide. That can play a huge part in our customer analysis. So age, anyone who is above 18 years, who has a good level of education, can apply for the program. In terms of location, it better suits that someone who lives in Thunder Bay, the people who live in Thunder Bay can apply for it. Income level and level of education is also important, because it shows because level of education shows us that at what level of understanding do they have, and what degree do they have in order to seek for job. Going on to the next slide, key our stakeholders and key players for the company. So Staples is a huge company which is known all over the world. There is Sign Pros, Great River Road Contracting. So these are all huge companies who are playing a huge part, a huge role. Uh, the next topic is our program partners. So as you can see, Northwest Employment huge companies in northwestern Ontario, and they are playing a huge part in they are the program partners. The last topic is for me is, yeah, the competitor analysis. So every company, every business do face some kind of competition when they're in the market, and Superior, not Superior is no exception. They also face a competition. Uh, we did the research. their strategies that the marketing strategies and the uh, content gaps that they have is totally different to what superior is aiming and doing, because superior not superior is all together, they are concentrating their concentration is on a different, uh, they have a different goal, and trendline is totally different because it's a management consulting firm. So we could do that research and we came to a conclusion that both of the companies have different aims and goals and different target market as well. Now my teammate Vaishnav will talk about the next topic.
Thank you, Anshul, for the insights. Moving towards the SWOT analysis, what are the strengths of the company? What weaknesses do they have? The opportunities and future, and the threats for the company. So this is overall analysis of external and internal factors. So coming towards strengths, so the organization is focusing on indigenous job seekers, indigenous new job seekers, which are recently graduated and are looking for some employment opportunities. Focusing on creating diverse workplace. The main objective of BUY program is to create a is to recognize employers with who has or who want to improve the inclusive workplace for diverse communities. Uh, this is a unique program in the market right now, which is a part of North Superior Workforce Planning. But the program is unique. Good presence in the market. So as you all know, North Superior Workforce Planning Board works with the federal and the provincial government. They have fundings by both these governments, and they are well recognized in the market. So they hold a good uh, share in the target market. So it also focuses on the local areas. For example, Thunder Bay. So the market presence is in only local areas. As I said, it's a part of local employment planning council. That also helps them to gain a good market share. Coming towards weaknesses, uh, so it is limited only to one program. They only have the recognition program. Lack of social media presence. After our external research, we came to know that they don't have an Instagram page uh, or any other social media page. They do have a Facebook page, but not specifically for the BUY program, but it is for the North Superior Workforce Planning. Lack of flair in layout, indigenous inclusion policy. So after going to the website, it needs to be updated. The uh, contents of the website needs to be updated. There are the whole detail of that is given in the main project. So the last weakness for our BUY program is lack of volunteering opportunities. There are many volunteers available for towards working towards a program, for example, like employing or teaching new skills to the indigenous workforce. So we can also include that. The next point is opportunities. What opportunities do they have in the current market and in the future? So we came up with some ideas such as making mini videos on YouTube, which will attract more traffic. Partnership with educational institutions. As you all know, education institutions are right now closed, but everything is going smoothly online. So they already have partnered with Confederation College, but they can add more institutions to that. So the students can uh, get get to know about the BUY program from the very beginning. They can also add online events and programs which will help educate the employers. and indirectly the workforce. They can expand on all the social medias, which will help them increase their uh, presence online. They can conduct online training programs, which will include trainings like interpersonal skills or any technical skills required in the target market. Making indigenous workforce learn interpersonal skills. As I said, all these skills are important for hiring process, and this can help them a lot. So coming towards threats, less jobs in the market. As you all know, Thunder Bay is a small city, a small market, uh, and after the pandemic, there are less opportunities right now in the city. So this can be one of the threats. The workforce should be well educated according to the employer needs. If the employee is underqualified, then there are less chance of hiring the employee. Paid employment consultancies. So this can be a major threat because they have more contacts with the employers, but the service is not free like the BRIDE program, but paid employment consultancies can be a major threat. Other reward recognition programs. So there are a couple of other recognition programs in the city which can which can be a threat for our buy program. As I said before, the program is funded by provincial and federal government. So after the pandemic, if there is change in some policy, or if there in future if there are changes in government, so this can affect the program majorly. So next we're going to talk about the business objectives. What are the main objectives of our program? So first of all is increase brand awareness in the target market. We have to reach out to the people who are looking for jobs, especially indigenous people, because that's our target market. So we have to increase our brand awareness and online presence so everyone knows about the program. Improve the quality of workforce in northwestern Ontario. We are focusing on only like northwestern Ontario, so we can improve the quality of life by improving the quality of workforce here. Creating marketing collateral, creating different market for different fields is really important. So this is one of the business objectives. Connecting indigenous workforce in an all-inclusive environment. As we all know, indigenous peoples, they face many issues in their day-to-day life, and unemployment is one of them. So we are connecting them to appropriate workplaces that we recognize, so they feel comfortable and feel like a society. Next will be discussed by my colleague. So thank you for that.
So our primary target market is decision makers of a company who understand the value and benefit to hiring newcomers and indigenous job seekers. It can be anyone ranging from an employer, team leader, manager, or a supervisor. But the criteria we are looking for is that they should be able to take the major decisions. Though a gatekeeper can influence the decision of a decision maker, he or she will be still considered as a secondary target market. Gatekeepers can be anyone such as employees, HR, assistant, receptionist, etc. So moving on to the next slide, the marketing plan. So as you can see the positioning map, our the organization is in the bottom left, and our competitors are on the top left of the quadrant. So basically, what the organization is and who it is for, what they do, and how they are different from the other two competitors. So that is the whole point of the positioning. And moving on to the next slide. So the product is nothing but the buy program. So North Superior Workforce Planning Board saw this need to promote the benefits of hiring the indigenous people and newcomers to local employers. Hence, the buy program was introduced to address this issue. The main focus of this program is to identify current best practices and to promote existing resources to employers so that they can encourage hiring and retaining of newcomers and indigenous employees. So the next slide. Here, this is just a roadmap where both the place and the promotion mix will be covered. So considering the ongoing pandemic, we have decided to reach out to our target market through digital marketing platforms. We researched which all channels would be right to put the message across our target audience. After noticing less search intent on channels such as Google and YouTube, we decided to market on engaging platforms such as Facebook and LinkedIn. So we set up this visual roadmap so that we can all be on the same page. As you can see in the visual, we are going to be channeling the traffic we get from social media channels to standalone landing page. Using the ClickFunnels tool, we will be able to add all the interactive elements we need to persuade the user to convert. We will be using the resources available in the website as the marketing collateral. The tools available in the website, such as Career Explorer, Jobs Map, Jobs Demand Report, can be used as valuable ungated content at the awareness stage of the campaign. However, it is important to create informational blogs and shoot explanatory videos for the purpose of content curation on online marketing platforms. Informational blogs and explanatory videos can be repurposed in the form of videos and creatives so that it can be shared on social media marketing platforms. The users who have been shortlisted will be retargeted with the free offering. In this case, a one-on-one free consultation or a one-on-one free workshop would work fine as they have shown interest in what the program has to offer. The ones who sign up for the free offering will be again retargeted with a high ticket offer, which is the program itself. Facebook has certain features like Facebook lead generation ads and story ads, which can be effective when compared to sponsored ads. When it comes to LinkedIn, the sponsored email in-mail feature can be a good alternative to an email marketing campaign, as prospects in LinkedIn are more likely to convert. Targeting options are great in both Facebook and LinkedIn as we can use the interest feature, narrowing down feature, and the A/B split testing feature to laser target audience. The next slide will be explained by my teammate.
So coming towards financial plan, as we all know, we are a not-for-profit organization uh, and funded by by both the government. So this is just a extra expense page for uh, for the whole 2021 for and quarter wise. So it includes different stages in that. So in the preliminary stage or the first stage, we will be creating content. So we are budgeting it for content creation. We'll be distributing a little bit of budget towards human resources, and also agency fees and other hardware equipment we will need to create the content. In the second stage, we will be advertising that content. So it includes advertisement, promotions, graphic design, and video production. And in the last stage of that, uh, content management will be the last step. Uh, yeah, and the budget overall is around 100,064. Yeah, and Bhavana will be talking about the limitations of the program.
So as every marketing plan has limits attached to it, so we're going to talk about 5 limits that we were able to recognize in this program. So firstly, the uncertain future. So nothing is certain when you're like foreseeing the future or like planning about the future. There are many factors that can affect it, especially like political, cultural, technological changes, and this can take place around the company anywhere. And the provincial and the federal government plays an important role in the growth of the organization, as it's a public program. Of course, they are the ones who are funding whole plan here. And the changing in government rulings can improve or hinder the growth as well. Moving on to the next point, it's a lack of programs. So the company may lack programs to provide workforce uh, for indigenous people. One single program has a limited scope, so and it can be fatal. So they need people to have multiple uh, like skills in order to like access various jobs and like fit in properly. And the competition, again, like we discussed in previous slides, we have two competitors in Thunder Bay, and they have a completely different content map and marketing strategies from not superior. So we have to focus, like they might bring up something much better than what we are doing. So we have to be always on the competitive edge and like try to be one step ahead. Next is the funding. So as we are funded by the government, it it's important that we have sufficient funds to carry on our plans. But due to COVID-19, this has become a little bit difficult because not everybody is working and there are no funds being released. The government itself is struggling with funds. So this can be one scale that we can recognize. And the last one is unskillful workforce. So if we are finding a job for a person, or like an employer recognizes a person, but if what if they do not have the required skill that they need, so that can be another hindrance for the plan. And that's about it for limitations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for listening to us. Hope you like the presentation and you'll get more insights in the project. Thank you.
Thank you.